sections to this festival this evening. Festival of the Flame. Very much the spirit of the Games has been noted. And we move now into autumn.
I was just thinking there, Nick, how well Rory did. I wonder how many times he practiced that verse in his lounge room. And how do you prepare for a moment like that when you know you're in front of the world and you don't want to be nervous, you don't want to make a mistake, and he did an almighty job.
Yeah, nobody wants to make a mistake. I was nervous just sitting here before moments of countdown. That man stood in front of the middle of 84,000 people. Adrenaline pumping through his veins, I'm sure. And that keeps you on your edge. He's doing a grand job.
You know, and he's probably pinching himself, thinking, you know, he lost his leg on patrol and now has this incredible moment in life. And that's what I love about the Paralympic Games, is all of those 4,200 athletes have a story. Something happened in their life that completely changed. And all of them having this wonderful experience at the London 2012 Paralympic Games. I'm sure many of them will be thanking the world for that moment that changed their lives, because this is something extraordinary that they've experienced over the last 11 days.
Well, I'm sure of that, convinced of that. And Katrina, of course, you've got a story to tell. You're a multi-gold medalist, winning yourself 4 gold medals, is that right, across 3 different Paralympic Games. So what memories does this bring back for you?
Extraordinary memories. I watched 3 closing ceremonies. I participated in 3 opening. In fact, I got to bring the torch into the stadium for the Sydney opening ceremony in my home country. And this closing is a party for the athletes where all of their hard work is done. This has been a build-up, the nerves, the stress, and when you get to this moment you say, ha-ha, we did it. And particularly when you ran a PB or you got the result you set out to achieve, this is their moment to just say, we're going to party and enjoy this ceremony.
Before we move into the seasons that were described a moment ago, this section is simply called Truck Invasion.
Now, Nick, there are 5 big trucks loaded with casts of characters coming in, and 20 smaller vehicles and a cast of 90, creating a very fantastic atmosphere, the festival atmosphere. Some of these vehicles were featured in the film at the beginning of the ceremony. Collection of weird and wonderful vehicles and machines with exotic sounding names and strange moving parts.
Strange moving creatures as well.
Don't they look extraordinary? I love them. It's a little bit like Edward Scissorhands mixed with and a gorgeous looking fish to the top left of the screen.
Well, we were all told yesterday at the debrief that it will be a tremendously artistic closing ceremony, and it's certainly that already, just a few minutes in.
So that looks like the steampunk steamship, which rides on a billowing cloud of sailcloth, driven by a little girl called Kitty. And you can see all the athletes there with their cameras, their iPhones, whatever they can to be taking in all of this action.
So we've seen a Clamposaurus, a helicopter, the beast from the earth, the bug, the time machine, and the car that had to be towed through this section.
And the music also is called Truck Invasion, is a new composition by David Arnold based on Coldplay's Politic from 2002. Now you've got to try and guess what all these are, Nick, from what you've just described.
I'm desperately trying.
What would this one be? Maybe the bug?
But yeah, the Berg, made from an ex-wartime British Army truck with wings formed from moulds of submarine nose cones.
This one looked like the Golden Clocks truck, made of whirling, turning cogs and wheels.
That could well be the Berg right there, Katrina.
Or that could be the helicopter, retired Royal Navy helicopter transformed into a whale with elegant motorised wings from an industrial fan and a cheeky aircraft tail. Maybe you as the viewers can decide as we enjoy this ceremony together.
The car that had to be towed, if we can spot that, was created from 2 VW Beetles.
Now, if you do spot the steamship, it's driven, as I mentioned before, by 10-year-old Kitty Castledine, who's an aspiring actress. Following a viral infection 2 years ago, she now uses a wheelchair. Fantastic moment for young Kitty.
Helicopter is a retired Royal Navy helicopter transformed into a whale with elegant motorised wings from an industrial fan and a cheeky aircraft tail.
What a great truck invasion that was.